Sega.
Hello, I am Starfold, and this is episode 1 of my Valkyria Chronicles Let's Play. So, a little bit about the game. Apparently, from what I have read, it was originally a console game, and it was ported over a couple of years ago into computers. I got it a couple of years ago, played it a few times. And I do have to say this is one of my favorite games. It's not so much the gameplay, which is pretty good. It's the storyline. So, without further ado, we're just going to start off fresh with a brand new game. And I will be muting my mic between cutscenes.
The year was 1935 EC. Two powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral ragnite for their survival, and its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on. The Empire, with its vast military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche. Prologue. Gallia to arms.
So, basically, this Ragnite is much the same as oil is for us. So, resources become more scarce, you get a little greedy, you take over another country for their resources. So, shall we get into it? And the controls are a little different. There is no mouse interface for the majority of the game, actually. In order to get around these screens, WS, and in order to swap chapters, Q and E. F brings up the menu. So, let's get into the main storyline. As soon as I can find my button for the mic mute.
March 1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule. Residents are leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
I haven't been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much. Whoa. Already? Hey there, guys. You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
Freeze! Put your hands in the air. Slowly. Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are?
The one with the gun. We're with the Bruletown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and, you know...
Yes. Oh, I know. And you know there's a war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
Thanks, fish.
And it looks like our main character's already gotten into trouble. Yeah. Let's see here. Is this the... Nope. These screens here are cutscenes, and I believe... I can't remember what the ones that look like that I actually have to flip through. For the actual cutscenes, I'll try to mute my mic to give the best audio possible. I kinda don't like people that just talk over what's going on when it's a cutscene. So I'm gonna do my absolute best to do, you know, to let you listen to what is actually going on. And let's continue.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code. And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Great.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old General's house? That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara. You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right? Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is. Huh? I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
Over there! Come on! Damn it!
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
And we get through to some basic tutorials because I started a brand new game. And yes, I will be saving here right before I go into the combat. And you'll see that there is a map for each battle, you know, basic top-down map. And that's how you know that you're going to be going into a battle. So, I might as well save. And, let's go all the way down here. Let's see if we got an open spot. Ah, crap. I just... Oh, space bar is the icon on the left. I'll just save it over number 16 there. And then press F again, and into the fight we go. With a little briefing.
Okay, here's the plan.
And we've got to admit, tongue-tied. We've got to eliminate the Imperial scouts that are approaching Brule. We'll deploy from here and take out all three of them. Just cross the bridge and take them down as fast as you can. Our objective here is to eliminate all enemies. Let's take care of them one at a time, nice and easy. And the victory conditions and the failure conditions. I have to make sure Welkin and Alicia survive, and I have to keep it under 20 passes, turn passes.
Let's get started. Just stay calm and get it done.
And this is how it plays out. This is where I do have mouse
I see
control.
3 of them.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp. Listen a second. There's something I should explain.
And of course we're going through the tutorial, so... And this is command mode. Yes. Yes. Actually, I don't even need to touch the mouse except for a little bit. All of it's done with basically my left hand on the keyboard, WASD, spacebar, and I believe the escape key. it has been a while since I've last played this, so I'm going to be a little rusty. Those are each move for each command. Well, as you can see on the screen. And represent the number of times you can give instructions, i.e. control your units per each player phase. In this battle you have 3 CP. You can issue instructions to your units up to 3 times. Let's try moving a unit now! I can use the mouse up to this point.
Moving out.
And this, hold on, in action mode, and I can freely move the unit around until, yes, I have movement limits on how far I can go. It's basically a turn-based strategy. And that shows how far you have to go. And there are special abilities for each unit that are unique to that unit. And I'm only going to be using one unit. I'm not going to move the other characters. About attacking. Press the E button to enter target mode. WASD to move the... Or I can just use the mouse if I remember right. So I definitely use target mode to end my movements, generally. And accuracy is a concern. Target mode is just... Yep. And I do not like counterattacks coming back to me. And you do. Alright. Let's just get on with the gameplay. And I'm not going to quite end it unless it automatically does it for me, but good thing it didn't. Because I'm going to move Alicia further on up so I can use her to take out the other 2 troops. Let's see if I can make it all the way up to those sandbags. Nope. Tapping the escape key in the current action. Yes. And I'll go back into this one so I can complete. And she missed. And the counterattack. And I'm going to end this one right here. I might as well finish that soldier off. So it's going to take me 2 turns in order to take care of this. And I'll keep the character here. In phase, the enemy begins their phase. With fewer turns you can do, yeah, you get more money out of it the quicker you do it. But doing it too rashly will wind up with losing soldiers. In the current phase, yes, I'm going to let this one soldier move. And the counterattack. And for some reason, the AI always ends their turns a little bit earlier than they technically should. yes, each turn they'll have fewer action points, which means they move less every single time that you select that one character, that one soldier. Pardon me.
My turn, okay?
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna take the shot. It only had to hit twice. And this should go into a cutscene.
I don't see any more of them.
Ah, yes, the end screen. Apparently, the quicker you do your turns, the less turns that you do, increases the rank. Also taking out enemy leaders, aces, tanks, progressively, if I remember correctly, more XP and credits, or DCC, DCT, something like that, the money. Yeah. For the first time running through, you're not going to get much better than B. You'll occasionally get an A, but it'll be on your second run when you have the better weapons, the better leveled up characters, and such. So I'm not expecting perfect run through this game, so don't be surprised. It didn't automatically go into the next cutscene. Press spacebar, and we go into a cutscene for the end of this page.
Miss Melchiot, there's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it. What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant. These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died. Chapter 1. In Defense of Brule.
And turns the page. I'm thinking that I'm just going to continue on through Chapter 1, and then episode will be Chapter 2. I thinking I'm going to break each episode down into each, well, in-game chapter. Plus some extra stuff like, I don't have access to anything else yet. Well, let's continue on.
Seeing that old mill spinning again really makes it feel like home sweet home.
I hear that. It really is one of the most beautiful things about this town. Well, citizens, our enemy can't be far behind. I thank you for your help. Goodbye, and take care.
How's the packing coming along, Ys?
Now, this part, I actually have to interact with it, pressing the spacebar to go through each page of the, yes. So.
Almost done. I only need to take the everyday basics.
Well, the Empire's got to be close by. Let's hit the road by sundown.
Martha, look! Welks is here!
Oh, welcome back, Welkies.
You're still calling me that? Martha, I'm 22 years old. And more important, you shouldn't be running around. Aren't you due any day now?
Ah, a light jog won't hurt the little spud. I should know. I've already had 4 of them.
Hello there. Is Welkin in?
Oh, hello, Alicia. What brings you here?
I just wanted to apologize. For before. Here. This is for you.
Really? These are for me?
I work at the bakery. Well, I did until the war started anyway. It's where I live, too. That's preserved bread, so it's pretty hard. Heat it up before you eat it, all right? I baked it myself, so the flavor's guaranteed. Best you ever had.
Thanks. Do you want to come in?
Arrested and shot at? You've had a busy day of it, haven't you, Welkies? And what a lovely lady you are for all that adventuring. Good job, Welkies.
What? Wait, no, it's not like that. Alicia just saved my skin, that's all.
He's right, we just met. I'm not his girlfriend, just his hero. Although I'm really hoping to be his friend.
Oh, well, I'm sure you will. Be good to my Welkies here, won't you?
Okay, seriously, Martha, enough with the Welkies already.
That's a lovely portrait. Is that General Gunther?
Yep. He was taken before I was born. But that's Dad.
That's Dad? You're a lucky guy. And who's that with him, there?
My father, Tamer. He was an engineer. The General's tank was his creation.
Wait a minute. But I thought the General was your dad.
My birth parents died when I was a baby. The General was kind enough to take me in as his own after that.
Yeah. We're not related by blood, but she's definitely my little sister.
Sorry, was that question too personal?
No, I don't mind at all. I was blessed with 2 wonderful fathers.
Yeah, I guess you were, huh? Oh, is that really the time? I've got to get going.
Why don't you see her off, Welks? I can take care of the rest of this on my own.
All right, I will. I'll be right back.
See you later, Isara. Safe travels.
And, well, I don't have much to say. So let's continue.
Wow, look at this. Bruhl's really becoming a ghost town.
They've been leaving for a while. Just about everyone is evacuated by now. You can't blame them. Tensions are rising with the Empire. We'll survive. The Town Watch will guard and protect the home front. Everyone will come back someday. They'll come back when it's safe again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Welkin, I'm curious. Are you gonna join the army like your father?
I don't think that's for me. What I'd really like to do is be a teacher.
Huh. A teacher?
Yeah. Animals and insects, flowers and plants, they've always been my passion. I've learned a lot from nature. You see, my dad, he protected this country as a general, but it's just that I want to give back in my own way. My own way, you know what I mean?
I think I do. You're sure about it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's deep in your own way. Ah! What was that?
That sound. I don't believe it. The mill.
Miss Melchior, the Imperials are attacking. There's a squad of them in town right now.
Get all the Town Watch together, now! We've got to fend them off.
They must be at Mill Plaza. I'll help.
Thanks, Welkin. Now move out! Stay low!
And we go into the first battle of the actual numbered chapters. And it still has tutorial elements in it. So, let's see what happens.
I'll explain the mission.
The enemy's invaded the Windmill Plaza and has taken almost the entire area over. We'll deploy from this position. Hide behind sandbags for cover as you advance towards Plaza. Our goal this time is to eliminate the enemy leader. I'm pretty sure they'll be there in the plaza rear. Be careful, there may be enemy units hiding behind the buildings out there. Hidden enemies won't show up until in the command mode view, so be careful as you make your advance. And it's pretty much the same as last time. Make sure that Oaken and Alicia survive and keep it under 20 turns. And the objective's a little bit different. The enemy leader is defeated. That means I only really have to eliminate the leader.
Okay, let's begin. It's up to us to defend Bruhl.
And obviously, I start off with the player phase. Let's see here.
Our target is the Imperials in Mill Plaza. Focus on taking down their captain. Breaking the chain of command should at least buy some time for the townspeople to get away.
All right, I got it. Let's all be careful out there.
Got a second? Listen close and I'll explain.
Like I said, tutorial elements. A set amount of damage a unit has sustained is healed in each turn. If a unit has taken heavy damage, don't push them, stay back and heal up. Basically, if you have a unit that's close to dying, pull it back or get them into deep cover and wait until they can heal up. Should enemy attacks drive this unit's HP to 0, their condition becomes critical. In this battle, you have no way of helping a unit in critical condition. No medics.
Ready to go.
I'm going to move Welkin up. About sight lines, and it popped it off before I could get into cover. When a unit sights an enemy in action mode, a sight line will appear over his or her head. And yes, line that connects to the unit to the enemy, meaning that line points in the direction of the enemy location. Use it as a guide when attacking or trying to position your units in a spot where they will be safe from enemy attacks. And again, about attacking enemies, pressing Q and E buttons while target mode will automatically lock on to the next enemy within firing range. Crosshairs will turn red, and the unit aiming at an enemy has a clear line of sight of their target. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and just keep going. When the crosshairs are on the enemy, the attacking unit's weapons specifications appear at the top of the screen. The circle is what you want to really look for when you're looking at it, and it's to kill. Shots is how many shots you fire off in that little attack. Yes, that's what they just explained. What I just explained. In this case, of the 5 rounds fired, 2 must hit to defeat this enemy unit. Misses or hits to other areas of the target may not be taken into account to this number. Basically, their overall health will decrease, but it won't actually do the full damage that you're planning on. Right on the head.
Yes.
I'm going to move him up to the next. And in the current action. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move Alicia up. And I am taking damage to kill 9. And the counterattack, I should have taken cover. In the current action, yes.
Moving out.
If I remember right, there's another one that's hidden around here somewhere.
Enemy sighted.
Now in the current phase. Unfortunately, Welkin's facing the other way, so he won't be able to put in fire. Or he will. In the counterattack knocked that one down. Pardon me. And the first time that the AI gets hit, usually they stop and take their shots. And then he turned around and let himself get shot in the back. I'll move Alicia up.
Moving out.
Because it'll move the position of, let's see your tab.
Enemy unit spotted!
Throwing a grenade will take out the cover, like sandbags, and do some damage. In the current action, yes. Because I don't want them to, don't want her to continue taking fire.
Here we go.
Woken up. Where was it? Hit. To kill. 2 shots. Just need to connect. That means they have 1 less command point.
What's that? Sounds like a tank.
Now I just have to get my two main characters out of here. Tanks and heavy armor takes 2 turns, 2 command points to maneuver, obviously. And now, for me to get them the hell out of there.
Welkin, tank!
That's not good. We're not equipped to take out a tank.
I hate to say it, but we should probably pull out for now. Get off this road and into the alley to the east. It's too narrow for a tank to follow. And try to stay behind cover while moving. 1 blast from that turret and it's over.
It just has to be Vulcan that reaches the destination, so...
Here we go.
Escape key. Oh. Easy.
Phew. Looks like we shook them. What are you doing from here?
If they're rolling in the tanks, there's not much the town watch can do. We'll try to buy time so everyone can get away. I'll dig in my heels at the main gate and do what I can to stall them.
Okay. I'll head back to my house and grab Isara and Martha, then come back.
Be careful out there, Welkin.
And the enemy leader bonus. It's not that bad.
Chapter 2. Escape from Brule.
And this is where I'm going to leave off on this episode. So, take care. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't like it, which I hope you did like it. Spread the word. I don't know. If you liked it, just spread the word that you liked it. Alright, take care.